Ideas by Supreet.
This is Supreet and welcome back to my channel. So in the previous session we saw how to get initiated with AngularJS. Now in this session we're gonna see how to work with controllers. You all know AngularJS is a MVC framework. Now we're gonna see how to work with these controllers. So for that we'll have to declare a directive. It's called ng controller. Now in the div section we're gonna declare this ng controller. I'll give it a name, my controller. Can give it any name, but before that you'll have to declare a directive ng app and then give it a name too. So I've mentioned my app as a module name and my controller as a controller name. Now to work with controllers we need a script tag where we can write our business logic. So initially we'll have to define a module under which we'll declare controllers and we'll work with controllers. Now we can treat this as one specific project. Let's say if you're working with Visual Studio, a module can be defined or mapped to as one single project, and in the project you have multiple controllers. In the same way we declared a module over here. Now we're going to declare this controller, and you all know controller has action methods in MVC. If you're working with .NET you would be familiar with this. In the same way this controller also has an action method. Since it's a JavaScript framework, we define a function. An interesting part is the function we pass $scope as a parameter. Now what the scope is we'll come to know in a while. So what we'll do is we'll say scope dot something, scope dot project name. I will give it a name project1. Now we'll display this project name. So for that you all know we will have to use Angular expressions. Great. Okay, so now we'll correct some syntax error over here. We'll close the function. Alright, now we can see whatever was mentioned in the function, we call that function, and you can see the result. Alright, we're gonna pass one more element, let's say project cost. Now alright, to display that we'll have to write again one more expression. Let's beautify this. Let's display this one below the other, and now we're gonna display cost, project cost along with project name. Alright, now you can see the result getting displayed. So now how, whatever is written in the function or in the controller, with the help of that, how do you display the results? So now that work is done by the scope. It acts as a glue between your data and your UI. So now we'll do one thing, we'll take a table and we'll try to display the same thing in the table. right? In a similar fashion, we'll have to declare TDs, TRs, and then we'll have to write this angular expression inside this TD so that the results are going to be displayed. I often encounter this syntactical errors. Now you can see the result getting displayed over here. So what we'll do is we'll create multiple projects. So when you have multiple elements, we'll have to create an array. So I'm just declaring this array. Now as we have project 1, we'll create project 2. In a similar fashion, we are just adding one more element. So we have defined one more element over here, project 2. We'll define some different cost. Okay. Alright. Now for this, what we'll have to do is we'll have to define one more directives. Now we have to loop through each element of an array. So usually we use for loop. Now for the similar reasons, for looping, for iterating, we have one more directive. It's called ng-repeat. You can see this. We have ng-repeat over there, and we have proj and projects. Project is an array. We'll loop through this array element and display the results. Now we can see this. That's really nice. Now you can see how easy it is to work with controllers. So whatever you have defined in your controllers, the same data is getting displayed on the UI screen in the form of tables. Great. So in a similar fashion, what we'll do is we'll try to display a list over here. So we'll remove this table, we'll create a list, we'll define UL and LI tags. So in the LI, again we're gonna use this directive called ng-repeat. So we'll display project cost and project name. So you can consider I as a loop control variable. Great. Now we can see the results over here. We have displayed project cost and the project name as a list. So it's that easy to work with controllers. You're gonna bind your controller data with your UI views. So that's it, guys. Hope this is helpful for you.